Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing a watch launched as you see it here in 2014. This is the Lange Söhne 1815, a basic watch from the 1815 collection. It is white gold and 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 9.1 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 45.3 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw it on my wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. It's a good fit. You can see it's a flat watch. It should fit underneath most dress cuffs. Taking a look from side to side, this watch is nowhere near the edge of my wrist. You can see that well from over the top, so I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference. It is a unisex option. The strap, large rectangular scale alligator leather, semi-gloss. We here have a folded edge, a monotone black stitch, a little bit of ball string to give it some thickness and volume, calfskin on the bottom. Note it is a brand new Lange Söhne factory strap, and it includes Lange's pin buckle. I always mention the virtues of this pin buckle, but if you've seen my Lange videos, you know what's coming. But if you're new, I want you to know this. Two clever features with this relatively simple device. We have a elevated bridge over the prongs on the side so that the strap sits inside the buckle rather than stacking up underneath. And if you're like me, you have a small wrist, you're going to use the smallest hole, or maybe even punch a smaller hole in the strap. You know, it can be tough to extract a tightly strapped strap from your wrist, and you don't want the pin to get pinned, so to speak. So you have this retaining bar here that prevents the strap from sinking too far down on the pin and becoming hard to extricate from your arm. The case is simple, satin finished sides. We have a polished bezel, polished case back, polished lug flanks, and as is common with Lange cases, we have the lugs stepped out from the mid case. The bezel has a short vertical segment, a little bit of an inward step, and then a domed profile on top. We have a Lange branded crown, sapphire crystal over a dial that is both silver and made of silver. So Lange dials, unless otherwise noted, tend to be made of sterling silver. So the base of this dial is a disc of AG 925 sterling silver. It is then cut in the patterns prescribed by the designers, and it is printed. It's also galvanized a silver white color, which is how it gets this color. This is not the color of the raw silver. The 1815 collection at Lange means a collection using Arabic numerals. So we've got the Roman numerals, that's Richard Lange. We've got indices, that would be Saxonia. This is 1815, and it's a very basic watch, but it has beautiful fired blue steel alpha style hands for your hours and minutes. You can see the center of the hands as well as the cannon pinion, black polished, and then a little counterweighted lancet style seconds hand. We do have a hacking seconds system. Then you can see we have a railroad style minutes track outboard with a crosshair style small seconds, and we have a little flourish at the four corners inside that track. Taking a look at the back, we have a Lange manufactured caliber L051.1 manual wind, 55-hour power reserve, beats away at 6 beats per second. This movement is a 23 joule movement that is adjusted in 5 positions, which is the standard for high horology and chronometers. I showed you the stop seconds function before, just to confirm. The watch is 30 meters water resistant. The timepiece includes a lot of nods to East German watchmaking history, but let's start on the outside and work our way in. See that little stamp there, SUG? That is a case maker owned by Zinn. Yes, Zinn Spezialeren, those guys. This is one of the suppliers of Lange's precious metal cases, because Lange does not make cases. Now the movement, Lange does make that. We have a 3/4 bridge, a nod to pocket watchmaking. The movement has a gold hue because it's made of material called German silver, which is nickel, copper, and zinc, just like an old pocket watch. It doesn't need to be rhodium plated. It's very corrosion resistant, but the copper gives it that golden tone. We have jewels, pivot jewels for the barrel and then the drivetrain, set in golden chatons. So the jewels are pressed into the chaton. The chatons are then fixed into holes in the bridges using these fire-blued screws. It's not technically necessary today, but it's a nod to the pocket watch era when this is how jewels were precision set into watches. We also have both black polished and blued screws. The watch includes both. We have mirrored anglage on the edge of the few bridges that we have, and then we have engine turning or perlage on the base plate. We have black polish for some of the screws, also for the swan's neck fine adjustment mechanism, and the cover to the escape wheel. We've got a freehand engraved balance cock, that's the half bridge. No two of these are exactly alike. On Lange watches, they are hand engraved. It is a beautiful and simple watch, an alternative to something like a Patek Philippe Calatrava 5196, and this really would be my choice between a 5196G and this white gold 1815, Lange all the way. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.